Andoni Iraola is going to Liverpool. So Liverpool are going back to Jurgen Klopp's style of football. How long, or will they ever build back to what Jurgen Klopp built? Now that is the question. Iraola has signed a 2-year contract at Liverpool, but will stay longer if this move works. And that is the big question. Will it work? This is going to be the biggest move for Iraola in his career, as he has managed Larnaca for the Greece League, Mirandés from Spain's second league, Rayo Vallecano from La Liga for 3 years, and Bournemouth for the past 3 years. For managing Bournemouth, he got a 12th place in the Premier League, then a 9th place, and then a 6th place. So he showed real improvement. Now, also, the thing with Iraola is that he is very, as Semenyo said in an interview, he is very hard working, and he gets the players doing a lot of work. They may be working every single day, and that is because of their high pressing style that he likes to implement, and which means a lot of work rate and a high intensity football. He likes his team to play vertical passes, always moving forward, and like Jurgen Klopp's style, is a bit of organised chaos, and intensity moving forward. He will likely set up in a 4-2-3-1 with an attacking mid that likes moving forward up and near the striker. How Liverpool worked under Arne Slot was that it was a bit different. They were much more central and controlled. They, though, had their high fullbacks often caught too high and were given opportunities down that edge. Also, their midfield link often struggled, and that is where they will need to work. That link between players, because the last summer where they signed so many massive players was also an issue because they weren't able to get them working together. Now, with Iraola at Liverpool, I believe Kerkez will be revitalised on that left side, producing a bit of an overload down there, because he did work with Iraola at Bournemouth, and that is where he thrived. Now, they also might be quite vulnerable because of this, from counter-attacks from opposition, because of their pressing style and how high they push their whole team, really. The defensive midfield players will also be players that have to have big engines. They need to be able to put in so much work because they are the main part of his system. Trying to just keep pushing up forwards, but then also getting back and defending. And that is so important for Iraola's system, and it could be an area where they have to get players in there. They also, I believe, will find some creative right winger to replace Mohamed Salah. And Iraola likes working off that right edge and creating a lot of options. So, this is one of those big transfers where they need someone who is going to be able to create those options from that right wing side. They also I believe, will want a selfless striker. Isak will need to improve in that area, but he is informed now. So Iraola will be hoping that he can be a lot more up to what they want from him this season. Now, so altogether, what they need is a creative right winger to replace Mohamed Salah. Diomande is the big option they are looking for. Now, they may have to pay a lot for him because there are so many clubs gunning in for him. So, this may be all in or not, because if they go all in for Diomande, that means they may have to sacrifice positions behind him. And that could be detrimental to Liverpool as well. They also need a midfield engine. Now, players linked with this would be Adam Wharton from Crystal Palace, who is likely to move, and Scott from Bournemouth, who worked under Iraola and has been working under him for the past while. And he has really thrived under Iraola. He's so hard working, and that's what makes him special. I think he will fit Iraola's system really well. Also, they need a backup attacker, a striker, such as Krupi, who also worked at Bournemouth, or Wesley Barcola. Now, this backup attacker he won't want it just to be a striker, because Ekitike, yes, he's gone out till Christmas, but they will want him to be able to come back in and not be struggling for a position other than from Isak. So they'll be hoping they have someone who can also go left wing or right wing, because they don't have many backups around that area. Also, they will possibly need more depth at the centre back and right back area. Huijsen, who also worked under Iraola, is a possible link for this, and Schlotterbeck has been linked for this position as well. My predictions now for Liverpool this next season under Iraola is that they will struggle to keep players happy, just like they did last season. This is because they have such big stars, such as Florian Wirtz, who might be playing behind Szoboszlai, because Szoboszlai is in such great form, and he's such a creative player. Florian Wirtz will have to earn his place in Iraola's system. They will have a similar identity to Klopp, though. Going back to predicting how their season will go, so I think this will work, because Liverpool's identity with Klopp was so good. And they could have won so many more titles if Pep Guardiola wasn't in the Premier League. Well, this new system for them will be a bit of change, though. So I think they will struggle this season and find they fatigue quite easily, because they haven't got used to his high intensity style. Now, so I think they will come 4th next season, possibly even lower. But can they work their way back to what they were? That is the question.